are live. TGIF, it is Friday, and I am excited that it's Friday. Ooh, I can't wait for tomorrow. You know, everybody says they're excited that it's Friday. I want tomorrow to get here because tomorrow means it's the end of the work week, at least for some of us. I still got a little bit of things to do, but for the most part, I'm going to try to relax, try to have myself a good time with family, and that is why I do all the great things that I do during the week, so that the weekends and some off times I can spend with family. So what are you guys up to today? Talk to me. It's your girl Terrell Ebony. I am here with you live here on Facebook, and we are about to get started talking about time management. I promised this to you guys, and I will deliver. Hey Keith, how you doing? Thanks for watching. Please share this out. We are talking today about time management. I am Terrell Ebony. I am your empowerment speaker, your life and business strategist, your author of The Losing Love, Having Faith and Finding Hope. And I am here to just encourage you guys to spend your time wisely, right? Spend your time wisely. Hey Angela, how you doing? Hey Q. You guys are so awesome to be watching today. I hope that the little tidbits that I'm going to give you, 3 quick nuggets on how you can spend your time more effectively. Hey Renee. So I won't be before you long. I want to jump right in because you guys are on it today. Hey Sham, how you doing? Renee. We are going to get started. So the first tip that I have for you to spend your time more wisely is, hey, right here, stay off social media. Shh, I didn't tell y'all that. Only when you're watching this. Only when you're watching Terrell. When you're watching Terrell Ebony, it's a good time to be on social media. Good morning, darling. But we have to figure out our life. And we cannot figure out our life if we're always on social media. So my thing to you guys today is to figure out specific times that you can be on social media and doing what you have to do, even if it's at different intervals during the day. So it could be, 10 minutes in the morning, 10 minutes in the afternoon, and a little bit longer in the evening after you've done all your work. We tell our children this all the time. You can't go outside and play until you finish your homework. Okay, so we got to practice what we preach. We can't be on social media until we get the job done. Okay, we cannot do it. I just waved at the phone. Hey, darling. Hey, Bam, how you doing? Thanks for watching. Yeah, guys, isn't it true? We tell our children that all the time. They can't go outside. They can't watch TV. They can't do all these things. They can't go on social media until their homework is done. But here we are. Every 5 minutes, we on our little gadget, right? We're on our little gadget. We on Facebook. We on Twitter. We on Instagram. We on all these different things. Meanwhile, we're busy. And when we say that we're busy, but we're busy doing a whole bunch of nothing. Busy doing nothing that's going to affect change. Nothing that's going to get us to the next level that we want to get to. So you got to stay off social media, okay? So some of you guys who are, addicted to social media. Hi, my name is Pam, and I'm addicted to social media. We're going to get you guys an AA program. We are going to get you guys an AA program. And I know at one point it just draws you in. It's like, oh my goodness, somebody, you get a ding on your phone and you got to sit there and see who it is. The same thing with your emails. The same thing with text messages. Everything is not super important, people. Before we had emails, before we had these text messages, we were getting along very well, and we were actually more effective. We were getting our job done a lot faster. When an email comes in, take those notifications. Sometimes you got to take them off your phone. Sometimes you just got to take the notifications off, even if it's for a specific time period that you know you are doing something important and you do not want to be disturbed. My phone has the do not, I got a Samsung Note, so I know you guys got it too. There's some feature on your phone that says do not disturb, okay? When you having that little private moment, you put on the do not disturb, right? So when you having your work moment, you need to put on that do not disturb so you can get your job done. You don't want the phone ringing off the hook. You don't want to hit a ding and a ding and a ding, letting you know that people are trying to look for you. They can find you after you get your work done, okay? My emails are backed up. Well, here's what I'm going to tell you. You need to, again, effective time management. I tell you to lay off the email, but don't, neglect them completely, because we don't know, it might be something important in there. So schedule a time in your day just to check your email. It might just be a half an hour just checking your email, and delete the ones that you don't need. Don't just pass them by. Delete that spam. Delete those, you know, those ones that you've already responded to. Don't just leave them there, because then that just clutters up your email, clutters up your brain, because then it's something you have to go back and look at. And why would you want to look at a bunch of nothing? If it's not meaningful to you, delete it. Delete it, delete it, delete it. I have 12,000 unopened email. I do not email, period. Well, look. He said 12,000 unopened email. I know somebody like that. You just got to go in a day and just start deleting them. Just start. You could delete a whole page at a time. It'll do like 25 or 50 at a time. Just delete it, delete it, delete it. Don't make sense in having them there and it's just sitting there collecting dust. He says, I don't do email, period. I don't blame you. It's a lot. And when you have multiple businesses, you have to check your email, but you don't want to get inundated with the email. So be mindful. So number 2, people. Number 2, are we good with the social media? Y'all don't dislike me now because I told y'all to stay off of social media. But except at 12 o'clock. Except at 12 o'clock, you want to be on. You want to be live because you want to get these nuggets, right? So the second thing I'm going to tell you. Effective time management. Clear out 2 hours of your day to do the work that you don't like to do. There's some things that you know you got to get done. Some things that you've been procrastinating on. That thing that you just like, oh my goodness. For me, it's writing content. For me, it is writing content. So I don't like to do it. But what I've started doing was I take 2 hours out of my day, and it should be the 2 hours that your brain is the most effective. And what statistics say is when it's early in the morning. But you got to figure out what's good for you. So if your 2 hours is in the evening when your brain is functioning best, then do it in the evening. Mine is in the morning when I'm up, when it's quiet, kids are gone, you know, hubby is gone, there's no distractions, put my do not disturb on, and then I get to writing and I can start writing my content. Whatever it is for you, you got to find that thing and create 2 hours in your day to do the things that you don't like to do. So this way you get it done. Hey Colleen, how you doing? Renee says, I have a junk mail account. I'm afraid to see how. Girl, go in it. Go in it. And what you should do, to be quite honest with you, Renee, I would suggest that you go in and unsubscribe to a lot of that stuff. Unsubscribe to a lot of that stuff so this way you stop getting it. Stop getting it. Why should you even be bothered with it? Because you should go in it, because there's sometimes where important things end up in your spam that you really you need to know because it's important, but it ends up there because they're not used to the email address or whatever it is. But all those, hey, I know for me, you guys, for effective time management, when I go into these stores now and they say, oh, can I have your email address? No. Y'all got me the first time, you won't get me again. You're not getting my email address. Don't ask for it. Mind your business. Don't send me nothing. That's what I do in order to stop the constant emails, because it gets tiresome after a while and it stops you from being productive. I'm telling you guys, you know, it is very, very tiresome. All these different promotions that they have going on, every time you turn around, you're getting a different email, and it stops you from doing your work. Because again, you guys don't have on your notifications on that do not disturb when you're doing your important assignments. So every time that notification comes off and you get a bing bing, your eyes are looking over there saying, I wonder who that was. I wonder what that was. And you don't have to respond right away. Isn't that phenomenal? That is great. I promise you guys that if you get a text message, if you get an IM, if you get an email and you don't respond right then and there, I promise you those people won't die. I promise you those people won't die. Because if it's an emergency and they smart, they're going to call 911. They're going to call you. Okay? That's what I tell my friends. That's what I tell my family. I tell my own family members. I say, if it's an emergency, call 911. Don't call me. I'm on Do Not Disturb right now. When I'm off of Do Not Disturb, I will look and I will call you back. Okay? Thank you very much. You guys got to get up on it. And it takes a lot of discipline, which is why we talked about that during the week. Things like this take a lot of discipline because we have conditioned ourselves to believe that we have to answer right now, that everything is so immediate. And this digital world that we live in, I'm telling y'all, it's going to give us a nervous breakdown. It's going to give us a heart attack. Because everything is like, you got to respond right now, right now, right now. If not, the world is going to end. It's going to just go poof. And we don't want that. So we feel like we have to respond. But I promise you, if you take some time and just pause, put it on the calendar, which brings me to number 3. Use your calendar as, your calendar should become your Bible. Your calendar should become your second Bible. Write everything in your calendar that you need to do, and try to do it at the beginning of the week, like on a Saturday or a Sunday, so that you're planning out your entire week. Okay? Effective time management. Foresee all of the things that you need to do this week and put it together on your calendar. If you're a stay-at-home mom, you're putting everything that you need to do that on for the week on your calendar. Schedule it out. Schedule out your laundry. Schedule out your time to clean your house. Schedule out the baby time. Schedule out everything, just like you would schedule out a doctor's appointment. I'm telling you, this would change your life. I promise you. I have done this, and I have seen tremendous improvements. I have seen tremendous improvement in my energy. I have seen tremendous improvement in my productivity on a daily basis. Even my happiness, I have seen, because when I get productive and I'm like, oh my God, I was able to finish everything on my list, I'm a happy camper. Okay? I'm telling you guys, it is needed. Sharon Terry says, I need to focus this. Share it out. You and a lot of other people. Time management is so important. Hey Tanisha, hey Doreen, how you doing? Angela, Terrell, moving forward, I'm going to set work a priority over social media. I'm telling you, set work over social media. You have to. In order for you to improve, if you say that you want significant things to change in your life, you have to change your behaviors. And time management is one of the first behaviors that most of us need to change. It has to be a priority if you want to see significant things happen. That's the bottom line of it. You guys just got to sit there and just take it in. I know it's hard. I know what I'm saying is like a gut punch to you, for you social media addicts, but you got to do it. If you really want to do it, take an assessment of your day. And this will tell you if you need to do it. Okay? Take an assessment of your day. If you spend 75% on your day on your little gadget, on your little laptop or your computer, that's telling you that you're doing a bunch of busy nothing, unless that is your job. If your job requires you to be on social media all the time, then that's different, meaning that you're a social media consultant. If you're not a social media consultant in some way, shape, or form, that's not your job. Okay, so don't try to tell me, well, yes, that's part of my job, because they want me to go in and post something. They didn't say post it all day. They didn't say post it all day. Sharon says, I never plan and I'm so unorganized. Girl, you need to set up a consultation with me. I will get you organized in a jiffy. You got to be disciplined, though. You have to be disciplined. If you realize that this is an area that you want to change, you have to be disciplined. You have to be serious about it. And it's a commitment and a dedication that you have to make to yourself. Not to whoever it is that, you know, that you are unorganized for or with. You have to do this for yourself. So whether it's in your home, whether it's at work, whether it's within your business with your kids, because I'm sure all of these areas are being affected because you're unorganized. When you start planning things and be intentional on your plan, making sure that whatever it is that you're planning for has a purpose. What's the reason behind why you're doing what you're doing? Does it help you move to the next level that you want to get to? Those are things that you have to focus on. Those are the things that you have to put on your calendar. And if it doesn't belong on that calendar, take it off. If it doesn't meet one of those criteria I just mentioned, take it off. Okay? We don't have time to play games. We don't have time to diddy dabble. We don't have time to, you know, pick and choose. We got to be intentional on the things that we're doing on a day-to-day basis in order to be most productive. Okay? Terry, I need help with organizing too. Hey, you guys, I am available for you. Set up a consultation. Visit my website, www.terrellebony.com. www.terrellebony.com. This is a very serious matter. For you guys, you know to yourself, If you want to get to the next level, you have to be organized. You have to be disciplined. There's no reason for you to say, well, I want to make money. I want to make all these things happen. I want to be happy. I want to, live life to the fullest. But you live in life to the fullest in a disorganized fashion. That doesn't make any sense, because there's no way that you could be happy living like that, right? You might be content, but you may not be happy. And I want to make sure that you guys are happy and that you guys are living a purposeful life. In order to do that, we have to be organized. In order to be organized, we have to have effective time management. Y'all see how all of those things kind of, roll together? 75% of my day. Look, there are some people who are always on social media. I'm telling you guys, I promise you, I know a lot of people that are always on social media. The cell phone is glued to their hip. Whether it's social media, whether it's your emails, whether it's your text, it's all, all of those things are kind of like combined into one, where you have to put those things aside so that you can get some actual work done. Okay, responding to a quick email, responding to a quick text message, after a while, those hours, those minutes, those seconds, they add up. Before you blink, it's the next day. It's time to go to sleep so you can wake up and do the same thing all over again. And when you look back and you say, well, what did I accomplish today? I accomplished a bunch of nothing. A bunch of nothing. And we want to make sure that we start changing that. We need to start changing the conversation on that. We need to start making sure that we are intentional, making sure that we are very productive in our time. So the 3 things that we covered today was, hey Janet, how you doing? The 3 things that we covered today. 1, lay off social media, folks. Lay off social media. Be intentional on the times that you spend on social media. So again, on your calendar, you can say, I'm going to spend 10 to 15 minutes on social media in the morning, in the afternoon, and in the evening. If it's not in that time frame on your calendar, then that means that you shouldn't be answering a text message. You shouldn't be answering an IM. You shouldn't be responding, liking, sharing, nothing on social media if it's not on your calendar during that time period. Okay? Number 2, schedule 2 hours. 2 hours in the morning, preferably. Okay, but 2 hours of quiet time to do the things that you don't like doing most. So those tasks that you keep putting off and keep putting off and keep putting off, you do set intentional times on your calendar to say, I'm going to do that thing, and put it on your calendar. I recommend using the Google Calendar, and I put everything in there. If you see it, you're like, oh my God, Tara, when do you sleep? And it's not that I'm so busy, but I calculate every inch of my day. Every second means something to me, okay? So you guys have to be intentional. 2 hours doing the things that you really don't like doing. So if you're at work, we all at work, and we all have those projects that we kind of like put to the side. I'll get to it later. You don't want to put it off to the point where you're rushing to do it when it's due, and then you end up, giving a half job. You don't want to do that. So every day, if you spend some time intentionally working on it, it'll be done in enough time so that you're able to go over it, and that you know that you're handing in something that you have spent quality time doing. If you're at home, like I said, for me, content writing is something that I'm very good at, but it's something that I really don't like doing, especially when it comes to proposals. So that's that one thing that I always have to say, something, between 9 and 11, that's what I'm doing. And I've already blocked out my time. So a lot of times when people try to schedule appointments with me during the day, during the morning hours, I'm not available. Why? Because I'm busy doing content. I leave my evening hours open so that I can deal with you guys. I can speak to you guys. I have to do it that way, because if I don't, during the evening, if I say, well, you know what, after I speak to all my clients, then I'll get into my content. After talking to y'all, I'm tired. Y'all drain me. Y'all drain me. After I'm finished talking to you guys, and I'm finished with the other hustle and bustle of the day, I just need some downtime. That's my downtime, where I just, get my cup of tea, watch my little show, recap on what's going on, and I just have a mental moment to myself. And even those, I calculate my TV time. I calculate my TV time, people. That is how intentional I am, and that's how intentional I want you guys to be. Okay, I promote my business on social media and get limited responses. Bam, We need to have a separate conversation with that, because if you're promoting your business on social media and you're getting limited responses, that means that you're promoting to the wrong target audience. Okay, and I have a long workshop and all of that good stuff on business promotion and just business development. You have a wrong target audience, and you need to find a different way to promote your business. Okay, if social media is not working for you, stop doing it. Okay, you're basically doing a lot of busy nothing, because you're still not making no money. So stop doing it. Find something else that's going to generate business for your that's going to speak to your target audience, so that you can generate business. Does that make sense? Richard Hit, well done. Thank you, darling. Please, you guys, share this out, because I'm sure that this content is going to help somebody. The number 3 was to use your Google Calendar, iCalendar, whatever it is. If you're one of those people who are old school and just want to write it down, write it out. Do whatever it needs to be done, but be intentional on every minute that you spend, from the time you wake up in the morning to the time you go to sleep at night. Write down what you're going to be doing in that time frame. 9 times out of 10, when you start doing it, I guarantee you the first time or 2 that you do it, it's going to be very frustrating for you, because you're now having to be intentional and you're holding yourself accountable. Like, oh my God, I can't put down social media on here, every hour on the hour. I can't, say that I'm watching TV. I can't just say that I'm going to be on the phone with my friends. I can't do all those things. I'm now saying that I have to actually be productive. Well, wow, that's what you guys want, right? Well, this is the sacrifice that you have to make in order to get it. That simple. That simple. You guys know I don't hold punches with you. It is what it is. So this is what you have to do if you want to be productive. You have to sacrifice, you have to be dedicated, you have to be committed, and you got to give up some stuff. And the first thing is you have to be organized, and you have to have effective time management. So I hope this was helpful to you guys. I am going to see you guys on Monday. I want you to have a fabulous weekend. Make sure that you do something productive. Remember, starting on Monday, we are having our Positive Week Challenge. So I want you guys to make sure that you're seeing things that are positive, you're speaking things that are positive, you're reading things that are positive, and you have things coming into your ear that are positive. I'm going to be putting it up on my status. I want you guys to challenge yourselves and challenge others to take this 7-day challenge with us next week. I think it's going to be really helpful. I think that we're going to be productive, and we're going to get a lot of things accomplished because we're being so positive. If you want to be a part of my Motivational Monday, please send me your email, and I will be happy to put you on the list. I send out a mass email every Monday for Motivational Monday, just to give you a little quick nugget on how you can be inspired, empowered, and motivated to go through the week. And if you want to have a consultation with me, definitely visit my website, www.taroebony.com. www.taroebony.com. And I think that is all for now. I think I went through all my housekeeping. Angela, you are so welcome. You are so welcome. I aim to give out some decent information that would be helpful. I hope that you implement. Okay, make sure that you implement. Writing it down, having it in your head, saying that it's helpful means nothing if you don't implement. Me coming here on these lives and giving you guys all these little good nuggets and tips means nothing if you don't implement them. Okay, so I need you guys to implement. And if you need help, definitely log on to my website, schedule a consultation, and let's get this thing moving. All right, we got work to do, people. Find your purpose. I love you guys. I will see you next week, and have a great weekend. Bye bye.